In my dance class earlier today, we danced in tribute to Bill Withers, a name you might not know, but a song you definitely know. It brought me to tears, as it has in the past, and it's a real powerful, potent message, one on being supported and having someone to lean on. And it inspired me to make this video because in a time like now, I think it's really important for us to really sense and feel what it means to be supported, what it means to have someone to lean on, what it means that we're ultimately in this together. So, wanted to create this to give you a few tools to connect with that if you're feeling like you need a little bit of extra support. But first off, let's talk about the song. Copyright reasons, I can't put it on here, but let me hum it for you. Lean on Me. Such a good song. Go play it after this. And what I love about it is it really brings on that sense of like, yeah, we need someone to lean on, right? And that sense of being supported is something that we need as a human being. We are tribal animals, mammals, right? We are designed to be there with one another. Even though the way we've evolved, there's a lot of wanting to be alone, which also has its value. But ultimately, this underlying sense of knowing we're in this together and knowing that we have one another is so important in our life. Now, unfortunately, this isn't something that's necessarily familiar to people because it might be that someone's grown up without ever having support. It was never a supportive environment. It was never safe. It might be that there was some trauma around receiving support. The trust isn't there. There's so much that can come around receiving support. And that's why I want to provide a few tools, because whether you're really good at receiving support or it's a challenge, it's about feeling it within and starting to feel safe within that experience of getting support. For me, it was challenging in the past for me to get support. I was a confident, independent person. You know the story. A lot of society is encouraging us to be strong, to be independent, we don't need anyone, but ultimately we do. So something that was really helpful for me was recognizing that it doesn't need to be a person who's supporting us. It can be a place. It can be a furry animal, like this thing. Rio? Yeah, no desire to support, he's sleeping. But also, really important to recognize, it could be an animal, it could be a place, and it can be people. So, what I'm going to invite for you to do is to think of somewhere, something, or someone that supports you and allow yourself to connect with maybe an image, a memory, an experience that you had that allows you to drop into that sense of support. Now, for me, I often use my cottage, or the cottage I spent my childhood at. I have a lot of amazing memories there, and as soon as I connect with my cottage, I instantly can feel myself soften, and I can instantly feel myself like expand into a little bit of sense of like, whew, yeah, there I am. And it's this real gentleness. There's a little emotion there as well, a little bit of fluttering in my chest, and the sense of really arriving in my body when I think about my cottage or being at the cottage, right? It's been years since I've been there, but there's still this real old visceral experience when I think about going there. Same experience could come when I think of a person, right? Or my dog. Regardless, what I'm going to invite you to pay attention to is how it feels within. What happens within your body when you connect with this idea of something, somewhere, someone who supports you. What is it you feel? How do you experience that sense of support? Because this lives inside you. So by pulling in an image or a memory or an idea, you might have some easier access to really connect with that. That being said, it might also bring up other emotions, right? I can think of my cottage and feel this sense of support and expansion and some freedom, but I also might feel some grief because of memories there of loved ones who have passed away since, or family members I haven't seen for a long time, right? So there's lots that can come with whatever we imagine or connect with, but invite it all to be there. And just taking yourself inward, allowing yourself to really sense what it feels to be supported. Especially if you're on your own, especially if you're in an environment where there isn't much support. I encourage you, whenever you're feeling a little extra need for a little extra support, invite yourself to connect with this idea, image, memory of what it means for you to receive support. Okay? Hope that's helpful. Play with this, right? Play with bringing that experience forth more and more to really start to integrate the experience of being supported. And hopefully you will be able to connect with people sooner than later that support you, or go out into nature to a place where you feel supported, so that you can really start to implement and integrate that experience in real life situations as well. Okay? Not easy to be supported for some, really easy for others, and then there's the whole scale in between, but hopefully this allows you to connect with that experience within and continue to strengthen that experience. Bring it forth. It's always there. Another thing is we're all in this together. And this might be a hard thing to grasp viscerally, to really feel it in your body, but it's important to remember it's not just you. You can think of the extended friends, family, that they're here with you, right? And those extended past that, all of us here within this experience, receiving and giving support. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. My name's Nicole, for those of you who don't know me. And here's to being supported